Hi everyone, welcome to our fourth annual Earth Day event for Clean Air Program for elementary students, otherwise known as CAPES. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Ileana Garcia, and I'm really excited to be here with you all celebrating Earth Day. Are you all ready to become clean air heroes? Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I work for an agency called South Coast AQMD, and we help clean the air that you breathe. Does anyone know the history of Earth Day? Earth Day has been celebrated since 1970, and it is really important. And now it is 55 years later. It has become a day of action so that we can work together to make this world better for our families, our friends, and our communities. This year's Earth Day is today, Tuesday, April 22nd. Now I'm happy to introduce to you our speaker for today, Monica Kim. Like me, Monica works for the South Coast AQMD, and she'll be talking more about the agency and what we do. Welcome, Monica.
Hi, Ileana. Thanks for having me, and thank you all for joining our virtual Earth Day event. I want to share a little bit about South Coast AQMD. Like Ileana mentioned, we help clean the air that we breathe. Our focus is on 4 specific areas: Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties, including the Coachella Valley. More than 17 million people live here. That's 44% of the entire population of the state of California. Ileana and I will be showing you 3 videos that will show you why it's important to have clean air, what pollution is, how it can affect us, and the things we can do to help the air. There will be a question for you to answer after each video. And after participating in today's event, you will become clean air heroes. This means that you'll have the information you need to make clean air choices, and you can share this information with your friends, family, and community so they can also become clean air heroes. The first video shows how you can make an impact on your community. Remember to pay close attention because we will be asking you a question after the video ends. Can we please get the video? Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Samara Jackson. Welcome to the Clean Air Program for elementary students, CAPES. I'm here to tell you how you can be a clean air hero. Did you know that the South Coast Air Quality Management District, also known as the South Coast AQMD, is responsible for reducing air pollution so we can all breathe clean, healthy air? Do you want to help our environment clean the air and protect our health? There are lots of jobs or careers at South Coast AQMD that you might be interested in. Let's learn more about those careers. At South Coast AQMD, they have scientists, engineers, inspectors, health experts, policymakers, lawyers, community outreach specialists, artists, and more. Everyone at South Coast AQMD is working to reduce air pollution so we can all breathe healthy, clean air. But first, let me share a little background on South Coast AQMD. As the local regulatory agency, it is their job to reduce air pollution to protect our health. They work with businesses and community members to help prevent air pollution. Their scientists also study and monitor our air quality, so all of us know when the air is good or not healthy. Now, let's talk about our air quality heroes who work at South Coast AQMD. There are many jobs that measure the air pollution in our air. Jobs such as an air quality chemist. Air quality chemists check for different types of harmful gases and particles in the air. Air quality chemists work in the laboratory where they analyze liquid, solid, and gaseous samples for potential air pollutants. This is important scientific detective work to help South Coast AQMD do its job to reduce air pollution. Air pollution comes from the harmful gases and particles released from trucks, ships, trains, planes, and many other sources. Even lawnmowers and fireplaces and products like cleaners, paint, and other chemicals can emit air pollution. Another category of air pollution is stationary sources. It is called a stationary source because it does not move. Examples of stationary sources are factories, gas stations, power plants, and other types of businesses. South Coast AQMD has a team of engineers and inspectors that work with businesses to help prevent and/or reduce air pollution. These experts are air quality engineers and inspectors. Air quality engineers analyze pollution coming from equipment at factories and other stationary sources to make sure they meet air pollution rules. Air quality engineers issue permits like this to companies for their equipment to limit the amount of air pollution released. Air quality inspectors perform inspections and investigations to make sure companies have permits and follow the rules. For example, an air quality inspector may check a gas station to make sure the pumps are not leaking air pollution. Another interesting job at South Coast AQMD is a meteorologist. A meteorologist studies local weather patterns and movements that influence where air pollution will travel and how it will affect air quality. Meteorologists also collect and analyze data to help with investigations on air pollution. And now we have a special guest joining us. Leslie Rodriguez is an air quality inspector for South Coast AQMD. Hi, Leslie Rodriguez.
Hi.
Tell us what you do during an inspection.
Okay, I do a walkthrough of the facility with either the operator or the manager. I ensure that the permitted equipment is being properly maintained and operated according to the permit conditions. And I review the records towards the end of our inspection, and I let them know whether they're operating in compliance or there's any changes that need to be made.
Why is being an air quality inspector so important?
Well, it's important to ensure that the facilities are operating in compliance with all the rules and regulations that we set forth to protect the health of all the residents.
What do you like most about being an air quality inspector?
My favorite parts are being able to see how different things are made, and also being able to interact with all the different operators and project managers there are. It's very interesting to hear them talk about their work and all the details that go into it.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with us.
Bye.
As we have learned, there are many types of jobs at South Coast AQMD where you can help clean our air. Air quality chemists, engineers, inspectors, and meteorologists are just a few of the clean air heroes at South Coast AQMD. No matter what your talent or interests are, there are many careers you can choose to help make our communities healthier by working to clean the air we breathe. If you would like to learn more or check your neighborhood's air quality, you can visit South Coast AQMD's website at aqmd.gov or download the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play. Don't forget to get permission from your parents or guardians first. Before we go, why did the mom go outside with her purse open? Because she expected some change in the weather. Now you know different ways you can be a clean air hero. Bye, everyone.
That was a great video. I hope you all paid close attention because it is now time for our very first question. Ready? Which of these air quality careers involves working in the lab to analyze liquids, solids, and gaseous samples for potential air pollutants? Air quality chemist, air quality engineer, air quality inspector, or meteorologist? Again, which of these air quality careers involves working in the lab to analyze liquids, solids, and gaseous samples for potential air pollutants? Air quality chemists, air quality engineers, air quality inspectors, or meteorologists? I see the responses coming in. Great job, everyone. Monica, what is your favorite part about your job?
Well, my favorite thing about my job is getting to build relationships with teachers, students, community members, and environmental groups. It's very rewarding being able to share information about our agency and help answer questions. What's yours?
That's awesome. My favorite thing about my job is getting to serve our communities and teach students about the importance of air quality. Looks like the results are coming in, so let's take a look. The question was, which of these air quality careers involves working in the lab to analyze liquids, solids, and gaseous samples for potential air pollutants? The answer is air quality chemists. Air quality chemists work to analyze different samples that are brought into the laboratory.
That's great, Ileana. You know, our agency uses many tools. Uses many tools to collect air quality samples. These tools help us to understand what could be affecting our air quality. Our next video, Clean Air Tools, shows us some of the equipment South Coast AQMD uses to measure pollution.
Hey everyone, I'm Madeline Miranda, and I want to tell you about air quality. The South Coast AQMD has a clean air program for elementary students, CAPES for short. This program teaches us how to make clean air choices when it comes to the air we breathe, and be a clean air hero. Right now, I'm in a laboratory where they look at different samples to see exactly what's in the air we breathe. I'll show you how to tell the difference between healthy and unhealthy air quality by using what we call the Air Quality Index, or AQI. Have you ever had trouble breathing outside? Or smelled something awful? What was happening around you? What did it feel like? You may have had difficulty breathing because on some days, the air quality is worse than others. The Air Quality Index is a measurement that tells us how healthy or unhealthy the air is. The air can become unhealthy when fumes from cars, trucks, ships, and factories build up in the atmosphere. These sources emit particulate matter, which is made up of solid and liquid particles, and also other pollutants that form ozone. When too much particulate matter or ozone builds up, it causes unhealthy air. Because these sources burn fossil fuels, such as gasoline, they also release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane. Remember, we don't know how healthy or unhealthy the air is by looking at it. Air pollution affects us all. It can be especially harmful to older people or those with lung and heart problems, and you and me, because our lungs are still growing. Knowing when the air is unhealthy can help us avoid outdoor activities during these times. So, how do we know what the air quality is? Well, scientists have many different ways of looking at the air quality samples. They use measurements from tools such as monitors and hundreds of sensors. South Coast AQMD created an app that shows what the air quality is outside. It also has maps that show you the air quality near your home, and it's even updated every hour. The app can be used as a part of your daily routine. Before you start your day, you can check how healthy or unhealthy the air is by looking at the Air Quality Index, or AQI. You can use the AQI to know what the air quality is and plan out your day. The AQI works like a thermometer. However, instead of showing changes in the temperature, the AQI shows changes in the amount of air pollution. Each color on the AQI index scale tells you what kind of day we are having. For example, on green days, the air quality is good, which means it's okay to play outside. On yellow days, the air quality is okay, but not best for everyone. It's okay to play outside, just keep an eye out on the AQI in case it gets worse. On orange days, don't play or stay outside for too long. The air is unhealthy, especially for older adults, children, and teens, and people with certain health conditions. People who are active or outdoors should take it easy. You may see a red or a purple day when the air is extremely unhealthy. This can happen during wildfire seasons. On those days, it's best to stay indoors. On maroon days, everyone should avoid all outdoor activities. Remember, an easy way for you to find out what the air quality is like outside is by using the South Coast AQMD mobile app that has the AQI. So let's review. Green means the air quality is good and it's a great day to be active outside. Yellow means moderate air quality. The air is okay to be outside, but not the best for everyone. Orange means unhealthy air quality for sensitive groups and people who are active outdoors should take it easy. Red also means unhealthy air quality, and members of sensitive groups may experience more serious effects. Purple means that the air is very unhealthy, and you should stay indoors. Maroon means the air is hazardous, and everyone should avoid all outdoor activities. There are some really cool features on this app. It can tell you the outdoor temperature, the direction the wind is blowing, and how fast, what pollutants are in the air, and much more. So remember, if you want to breathe easy, it's best to know what kind of air you're breathing. Ask a family member to help you download the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play to track the air quality index for yourself every day before you head outside. You can help teach others about the air quality and be a clean air hero, like me.
I hope you all enjoyed that video and learned some great ways to be a clean air hero. I hope you're ready because now it's time for our second question. Which of the following is not a clean air tool? A. Tedlar bag. B. Air quality sensors. C. Air quality index. D. Suma canisters. Or E. Paper bag. One more time. Which of the following is not a clean air tool? A. Tedlar bag. B. Air quality sensors. C. The air quality index. D. Suma canisters. Or E. A paper bag.
Ileana, while we wait for the answers to come in, let me tell you a joke. Why did the sun go to school?
I don't know. Why?
To get brighter.
That's a good one. Back to our question. Which of the following is not a clean air tool? The answer is a paper bag. While it's helpful to bring your lunch to school, it is not a clean air tool. And now back to you, Monica.
Thanks, Ileana. There are other ways you can help make a difference. For example, when you're older, you can have a job that helps clean the air that we breathe. Our next video will teach you how to use the air quality index to determine if the air quality outside is safe for the day. Don't forget to pay close attention because we'll have another question for you to answer after the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Micah Abbey. Welcome to the Clean Air Program for elementary students, or CAPES for short. I'm here to tell you how you can be a clean air hero. South Coast Air Quality Management District, also known as South Coast AQMD, is responsible for improving the air quality in our neighborhoods so we can all breathe healthy, clean air. Every superhero has special powers and amazing gadgets. Like a superhero, South Coast AQMD uses the power of knowledge and many different types of tools to measure or monitor what is in the air we breathe. Knowing what the air quality is as important as knowing the weather. We'll talk more about this a little later. If you've watched other CAPES videos, you may have learned that air pollution is a mixture of gases and small particles in the air that can affect your health. These gases and small particles are some of the pollutants that South Coast AQMD measures. Let's talk about a few air pollutants. Particulate matter, or PM, is a mixture of dust-like materials and liquid droplets. Sometimes you can see PM, and sometimes it's too small to be seen with our eyes. It comes from trucks, planes, trains, construction sites, fires, as well as refineries and factories. Particulate matter can also form in the atmosphere due to chemical reactions. Other types of pollution can be gases. Carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, known as NOx, are gases that increase air pollution. They are released from cars, trucks, and other types of engines, and can also come from heaters, fireplaces, and other things that burn fuel to work. Another pollutant is called ozone. Ozone is formed in the atmosphere when heat and sunlight cause chemical reactions between NOx and volatile organic compounds known as VOCs. In Southern California, our natural land formations or topography and weather in our region play a big role in the formation of ozone. We have a coast with cool ocean breezes, mountain ranges, and sunshine almost year-round. The mountain ranges and ocean breezes trap air pollution in the region. Often a layer of hot air over our area acts as a lid and prevents our air pollution from mixing with clean air higher in the atmosphere. The trapped air pollutants, including NOx and VOCs, are cooked under the sun, which then forms ozone and particulate matter. Now that we know about some types of pollution that South Coast AQMD measures, let's talk about the tools they use to monitor our air quality. Air quality monitors like this one are used to measure pollution levels. Air monitors can even tell you what type of pollution is in the air. It's important to monitor the pollution in the air. Just like the way a smoke detector can detect smoke, air quality monitors and sensors can detect and measure pollution. Air monitors measure pollution levels in the surrounding areas where they are placed. Air monitors can also be mobile electronic devices. Did you know there are air quality sensors that can be used in a car while you're biking or walking to different areas? South Coast AQMD also has air monitoring stations throughout our communities that are equipped with some of the best technologies available to measure air pollution. These air monitoring stations collect information about a wide range of pollutants, including particulate matter, gases, and ozone. There are many other types of equipment used to help monitor air quality. For example, optical gas imaging cameras allow a person to detect invisible gas leaks. Other tools that can be used to collect air samples are Suma canisters and Tedlar bags. These portable tools collect samples that can be used to determine the air quality of an area for a specific time. A sample is a small part of something that shows what the whole is like. Samples for large areas are carefully chosen using the scientific method. For example, South Coast AQMD collects small portions of air from various parts of a city based on weather, location, and other factors, then analyzes those samples to create what is called a model. The model provides a picture of the air quality for the whole city. So, what does South Coast AQMD do with all this air monitoring information? It's used to understand the quality of air we are breathing. The Air Quality Index is a scale used to show how polluted the air is in an area. The higher the AQI value, the greater the level of air pollution and the greater the health concern. For example, an AQI value of 0 to 50 represents good air quality, but an AQI value of 300 to 500 is hazardous to our health. You can get the daily air quality forecast, just like you check the weather, by visiting South Coast AQMD's website or by downloading the free South Coast AQMD app from the App Store or Google Play. Don't forget to get permission from your parents or guardian first. You can check the air quality and be your neighborhood's clean air superhero. Today, we learned that South Coast AQMD uses many different types of air monitoring tools. Knowing your air quality is important to protect your health and the health of your friends and family. Before we go, what kind of underpants do clouds wear? Underwear! Now you know some of the tools used by South Coast AQMD's Clean Air Heroes. Bye, everyone!
That was another fantastic video, don't you think? Here comes our final question. Which of the following colors on the Air Quality Index scale means that the air quality is good? Yellow, red, green, or orange? Again, which of the following colors on the Air Quality Index scale means that the air quality is good? Yellow, red, green, or orange? Hey, Monica, why do you like working at South Coast AQMD?
Great question, Ileana. I love working for South Coast AQMD because it really feels like I'm making a difference. When I was a kid, my family used to take me camping, and out in nature, I learned just how important it is to take care of our natural resources. I also love working for South Coast AQMD because I work with some of the most amazing scientists, engineers, lawyers, artists, writers, and public policy experts in the world. Everyone is committed to reducing air pollution to protect our health.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Now back to our question. One more time. Which of the following which of the following colors on the air quality index scale means that the air quality is good? Yellow, red, green, or orange? The answer is green. Great job, everybody. And now back to you, Monica.
Thanks, Ileana. Thank you all for joining us today to learn how we can make our air cleaner for our friends, family, and community. We have some great interactive activities we'll send to you to your teachers soon. And now we are all ready to go out and be clean air heroes. We hope you had a blast at today's event. Teachers, after you leave this webinar, you will see a survey. Please fill it out and we will send you some cool reusable water bottles for you and your students to use. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.